Hello, it is Work in Progress Wednesday. I have amused myself with a very bad take, so we're going to try again and see how I get on. So last week I was talking about making a cover for my market table, which I have done. Here's a photograph. I haven't got any video footage because I'm going to be honest with you, it's not that interesting. But it does look a little bit more, proper. It looks more like I know what I'm doing at a market rather than a little folding camp table. It's some seriously dodgy sewing on there because my measurements were both correct and incorrect, so I gave myself a tiny little seam allowance, and I could have given myself a little more seam allowance and it would have fit fine. It's okay. It looks nice. That's my aunt's curtain fabric that she hung on to for about 15 years and never quite got round to making curtains. So now some of it is covering my market table. It'll be fine. It'll be covered in Moore's bags. Nobody's going to see the dodgy sewing, unless they look really closely, in which case I will be offended. The other thing I was talking about last week, in fact, the other thing I showed you last week is my cotton scarf with a little bit of texture from the thread packing. So I'll show you that a bit close up. It's come out really nice and lacy. It's not wet finished yet, because of course it's not. I only got it off the loom yesterday. I didn't know if it'd be dry in time. So I will wet finish it today and show you how it looks next week. I've done a plaited fringe on that, just for a little bit of weight on the fringe. A twisted fringe worked, but it was a little bit light because it's such a thin cotton. And if you have a light fringe, then it kind of clings to clothing and looks a bit rough. So I've got that for the extra weight. I've done it at both ends. I don't know why I'm showing you both ends, but there you go. You can see both ends. Oh, not that one very well. Still not very good at showing fringes. There we go. So it's about yay long. It's probably about maybe 185 centimetres. Maybe, I haven't measured it. I'll measure it after I've wet finished it because it will probably shrink a little bit. That is got a red thread in it for no apparent reason. There we go. So that will be wet finished and good to go. And I have both looms in play because I finished all of my sewing that I wanted to do. So I've got the big loom, which I will show you now, and I've got the little loom out with me, which I'll show you in a minute. Just to break with tradition, I don't have my hem stitching in shot. I'm pretending I've got more progress than I have. The hem stitching is, let me guess, where's my finger? There's my finger. So it's just a little way out of shot. It's still fresh on the loom. So these three yarns that I have in the warp are probably all discontinued. These are from my aunt's yarn stash. I've got this pink ribbon, which is, where's the label? That is Katia Pinter print. I haven't checked to see if these are still in production. I would say not, because most of my aunt's yarn stash is discontinued. The cotton, which is this green, which pops up from here, there's no plan for these stripes. It's just whatever happened, happened. But that's what the cotton looks like in what's left of the cake. And that is Anchor Magic Line. Get that in shot. And then I haven't got any of the green with the ribbon left, but that was Modavira Chelsea. And that is the Spotlight own brand. So I would say definitely discontinued because they drop these lines at the drop of a hat. You just get used to them being there and then they're gone. So this green has these ribbons attached to it. And what I'm going to do is when I've finished weaving, I'm going to go through and pull them out so that they stick out. And I'm going to do that on both sides. But first I'm just going to get all of this woven. The weft thread is this, which is recycled cotton by Ada Fibres. It's the same cotton as I did for the green thing that I just showed you, just in a different colour, basically. Did you need me to point that out? That's a different colour. This is yellow, that one was green. So this is an interesting sort of a thing. It's not the sort of thing that I usually put on the loom, but I dug through my aunt's yarn stash and found these three yarns and thought they'd probably work together, and they seem to be. I don't know what's going to happen when it comes off the loom. We will find out. But I will have pulled out all of the... Oh, you can't see that. It's out of shot. There is some ribbons that I have pulled out. So, yeah, I'll go through and pull all these out of the weft. Let's see if I can get that one while you're looking at it. There we go. And that'll just give me the texture of those little sticky outy ribbons. That's a technical term, sticky outy ribbons. So that's what I'm working on at the moment on the big loom. And I've got this in a 5-dent heddle, which is really exciting for me because I very rarely use my 5-dent, which is quite a wide heddle, but I wanted to make sure that these little ribbony bits didn't get stuck in either the slots or the holes. So it's quite a big heddle, and I'm having quite a nice time with my eclectic mix of things. And here's how the little loom is looking. This is Hobie Universe XL. It's a thicker version of their Universe yarn. It is, what I didn't realise, a single ply. and because I've warped up with Universe, just the original one, which is quite thin, and didn't have a problem, I didn't even think to check. So I've warped this up, then realised it's a single ply. It does pass the tug test and the snap test, but it is going a little bit fluffy in the heddle. It's okay, it should stand up for the whole length of the weave. This is one of the Halloween colourways, as you can probably tell, because there's a lot of purples and blacks, but also this really nice orange stripe happening. They say on the website, and they do this every season, they say this is a limited edition, you'll only be able to get it before Halloween. I think I ordered this either last year or the year before. Stuff sits in my stash for a long time. And it's still on the website, and it has consistently been on the website. So when Hobie tells you something is a limited edition, don't panic. It'll probably be there next week, next month and next year. So it's going quite well. It could have been wider, but my maths is not good. I probably could have made it about that wide. I had some yarn left over, but this is how wide it worked out when I did my maths. I can't remember how long I warped it up because I'm all about the information when it comes to weaving. My maths is bad. I don't know how long this warp is. What more do you want? But that's just going to be a plain weave just to let the colours do their thing. I'm really happy with the way this orange stripe is sitting. So I've got the other cake which I'm using for the weft, which will go up, which is currently in that lovely purple. And I like the sparkle on it, and I like the colours. Let's see if I can get the colours a bit closer and in the light. So that is a nice simple weave that should look quite effective when it's done, which will hopefully be by next week, but I don't know. I don't know. I am still preparing for market. I've got to get stuff priced and tagged. Everything's pretty much tagged. I just need to get it priced. I don't like doing the pricing bit, let me tell you. I'm not going to tell you because we will be here all day. So instead, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. The wheels have fallen off, but I think I'm hiding it well. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.